Have you ever had a man just stare through you, not at you, through you? Ooh. A Scorpio man at his best is very deep and very philosophical, very much in touch with his purpose and sense of self as a man. He could be very artistic. He's very creative, very much his own, has his own mind, doesn't need anyone dictating to him what to do. Yet he is silent. He could be probing, a control freak, very sneaky, playing innocent when he knows that he's guilty. You're a sick bastard, Scott. A very sick bastard. When the Scorpio man is left to his own devices, or when he's silent, he's either one or two things. He's either a genius, he's very innovative, he blazes his own trail, he transforms himself right in front of your eyes with wonders, or he gets very stalkerish, very cult-like, very dangerous, or an organized criminal. This guy can be quite the sweet talker, very debonair-like, very deep and well studied. He analyzes and sees everything. Even if you don't think he sees everything, he sees everything. He sits back and he plans his next move or scheme. Whatever it is, he makes something out of nothing or nothing out of something. What he thinks is going on in his mind, it's facts to him in real life, in real time. Because he's ruled by Mars and Pluto, yet a water sign, he fights beneath the surface. He is a mystery and a victim of his subconscious shadow, quietly pessimistic, looking for a jovial person to sweep them off their feet, someone who is pliable and easy to manipulate. Repression of desires and psychological issues then turn to danger. Usually these characters are born old and burdened and contemplating life and everything before the age of 7. Sometimes he's starved from affection with his family. This could be due to neglect or a death in the family. He can grow up bullied or sometimes even becomes the bully. You know, the Dungeons and Dragons nerd who was an outcast but learned and sat there and watched people, knew how to play the games and manipulate each other back and forth so he could take over the world. Secretly, he is a control freak that will do anything to get his way in secret. Either he molds and creates his object of desire, or he'll discard them and treat them like a piece of shit, like they never existed. He calls himself purging to make room for order, or maybe it's organized chaos. But they swear that they know any and everything, but only if they went through their Phoenix mode, where they had the dark night of the soul and, face their shadow side. Instead of reveling and whining and saying, oh, I'm a victim, this and that, Ross. Once people know their game, nobody's buying it. You hear me? Nobody. All in all, Scorpio has a lot of potential to be a very passionate, sincere, and caring person who will teach his kid not to trust anybody or anyone. Or he grows up to be a freak of nature or freaky, then turning his freakiness into a work of art. But we always have to ask this one particular important question. Who all was harmed at the making of this project, of this masterpiece? And that, my friends, is a Scorpio male.